Who is human and who is Skrull? Secret Invasion is finally Marvel's upcoming dark and serious action thriller series. It follows Nick Fury returning from space when he learns about a secret invasion on Earth by shape-shifting aliens called Skrulls. It's based on the comic book storyline of the same name. The trailer revealed captivating insights on the political aspects, the potential allies and enemies causing chaos on Earth. Stay here if you're excited to know more. Samuel Jackson plays Nick Fury, the former director of the spy security organization S.H.I.E.L.D., who was in space after the death of his friends in Avengers Endgame and used to work with Skrulls. We see him arriving at Earth in the second shot, looking around him tired and vulnerable as hell without wearing his signature eye patch. It's a prominent revelation in the trailer, which indicates he might be too tired to care how his eye look after all these years away from land, even though it's not fully healed. We also recognize his allies Maria Hill, Everett Ross, and Talos, the leader of a Skrull group. The scene where he's lying on the floor transforming into a Skrull after being shot is really neat and fascinating. It feels as though Jackson's past sins will be revealed further in the series, as Olivia Colman asked him if he feels responsible for the new Skrull threat, since defending Earth definitely comes with a cost.
You need to keep both eyes open.
Fury is used to faking his death and disappearing, like in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, where the gravestone is a reference to Jackson's famous quote from Pulp Fiction. While in this trailer we notice a new gravestone, a Bible verse from John: "Greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." It seems that he's feeling guilty to be the only one alive after the death of his colleagues. He's also probably using the grave as a hideout for his weapons and equipment, as we saw the grave door closing after he took out the gun in this shot. We first see Gravik, played by Kingsley Ben-Adir, the leader of a rebel Skrulls that left Talos' group, causing a bomb in St. Basil Cathedral in Moscow. Then, in another scene, when Talos attacks Gravik, the people behind them transform to look exactly like him, which shows that the enemy is near him but is still unknown. Gravik must be the main villain in the series, alongside other villains that might be Olivia Colman's new character, playing Sonya Falsworth, Fury's old friend and a high-ranking M16 agent in charge of protecting England from the crisis. But the trick here is to guess whether she and everybody in the series' announced goals are actually the truth or not. Emilia Clarke will also be a Skrull, playing Gia, because she's Talos' daughter. We notice the rage in her eyes as she watches hundreds of dead bodies in pods, which we don't know if they are the people the Skrulls are impersonating or vice versa. Gia doesn't seem to be a fully rogue Skrull since she's warning Fury of the enemy's plans. In the scene when Gravik stretches out his arms in a Groot-like tree branch while fighting someone, it could be a sign that he's a super Skrull because he has powers exceeding just shape-shifting with the superpowers of Fantastic Four. Jackson stated in the Vanity Fair article, "We don't know who's a friend, who's the enemy. There's a potential aspect that kind of fits into where we are right now. Who's okay, who's not. What happens when people get afraid and don't understand other people? You can't tell who's innocent and who's guilty in this particular instance, since anyone can turn out to be a Skrull." He's also said in the trailer, "This war I have to fight alone," as he trusts no one. The invasion itself reflects perfectly the current Cold War. Executive producer Jonathan Schwartz revealed that the series takes inspiration from shows based on the time period like Homeland and The Americans. The presence of Rhodes, James Rhodey, as an officer in the US Air Force, who has the role of the president's right-hand man, besides Olivia's position in the M16, proves further that point.
Okay.
There's a sequence where a helicopter shoots a rocket at a car, that might be transporting a politician due to the escorts behind them. We can't figure out who is in that helicopter, if it's Fury or a Skrull in disguise. The most interesting shot is the last one, where Nick walks out of a grave that looks similar to the opening shot and leave us curious and doubtful. We can't even trust who we're seeing on the screen, if it's really Fury himself or someone else that pretends to be him. It's crazy how everyone's a suspect. He also mentioned in the trailer that he has one last fight, so he will either retire or die. The series' greatest attraction was discovering which characters had secretly been Skrulls for years. With the trailer's political and suspense tone, it looks very promising compared to Marvel's previous flops. Let me know in the comments what you expect from the series. Thank you so much for watching. See you bitches!